Yeah, I remember I saw one move you did, and my first thought was, what the hell was he thinking? And as the leg drop on Terry Funk for the spring, for those who didn't see, it was a springboard leg drop over the top onto Terry Funk on the floor. Now, I heard reports that... Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, the reports were that your bladder exploded. Is that about right?
Well, I'll give you the correct report. What happened was, I'll give you from start to finish. What happened was, Terry asked me if I could do anything. You know, keep in mind, this is my first year in the business. They just split me and Vito up, and it was my first single match live on Nitro. And at 21 years old, you pretty much think that you're indestructible.
Right.
And you're all fired up. You want to impress everybody in the back. You know, there's a lot of different factors in there contribute why I did that move. So Terry asked me, he goes, can you do anything off the top? Went to the floor. I said, can I? Of course I can. What do you want me to do? And he was like, well, I don't know. What can you do? I said, I can do a leg drop. And he was like, all right, well, you know, pile drive me on the floor. I don't know, slam me on the floor.
Right.
Put the chair on my head, you know, and then do the leg drop. So that's what I did. I put the chair on his head, ran in, hit the ropes, jumped up to the rope the first time, but I lost my balance. So I fell back into the ring, but I landed on my feet.
Right.
I didn't fall. I just landed back on my feet, and then I jumped up again. And then this time I didn't want to screw up, so I sprung off really high and it came down. But before, I didn't pee before I went out, so I had a full bladder. If I would have peed, I would have been fine. But I had a full bladder, and when I landed, it didn't actually bust my bladder. It tore a partial tear in my urethra, and that's what you urinate out of.
Yeah.
That's what's connected to the bladder. So it was a partial tear, and I wore black pants at the time, so I peed myself, but you couldn't see it because it forced all the urine through my urethra out. And then when I landed, I thought I broke my back because I tried to stand up, and it was just excruciating pain. And then I told Terry I was hurt. So, you know, we cut out most of what we were doing, and I could barely stand. I finished the match, but I climbed back into the ring. I could barely stand. Hit him in the head with a chair, DDT'd him on the chair, covered him, and then they carried me out. The doctor said, you know, the worst part about it was the torn urethra, yes, and then you know how your pelvis comes together?
Yeah.
But in men, it's not supposed to separate. I didn't break it, but it just separated a little bit, and it shifted my hips just a little, and I woke up and I had a catheter in me. And I still have problems just from my hips. All my weight goes to my right knee. So I've, you know, I mean, it's not major, but it's still, I mean, it bothers me. It was one of those injuries that I'm going to live with the rest of my life, and it's probably going to get worse as I get older. But I learned the hard way, and I learned not to do that move ever again.
I was going to say, you didn't bring that one out again, so I guess it was kind of, I'm not trying that again. Once bitten, twice shy there.
Yeah.